Paul Skenes. Welcome to the show, Paul Skenes.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Very nice. Matter of fact, how you doing? First things first, dude. Do you like to hit or pitch better? What do you like to do more? You get that question a million times, I know.
Yeah, I always say it depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Well,
wind's blowing out.
Are you coming to LSU to do both?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Please don't call me sir. It makes me feel really good. Please don't do that. I still feel like I'm 22, so please do not call me sir. But okay, so talk to me about this process. We've talked to a few other guys who have transferred in here, who have come to LSU. What made you want to come here? What are the conversations like with Jay Johnson, and what are you looking most forward to coming to LSU?
Yeah, so I entered the portal after our season ended. Talked to a bunch of schools. I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of really good coaches and a lot of players within those programs. A lot of successful programs and successful coaches. And I think what stood out to me with LSU was, Coach Jay Johnson and his coaching style. And then when I got to talk to Wes, it was a pretty immediate connection on the pitching side that kind of fired me up to get better on that side. So well, I guess this is two questions. Like what you said, the coaching style with Jay Johnson, what about his coaching style did you like? And then what did Wes tell you to make you pretty pumped? Because Wes is,
see my resume, right?
Yeah, we've got to talk to Wes. I know a little bit about him, his resume, and I mean he is unbelievable. So I'm sure you're pumped to work with him and learn from him. But what are some of the things specifically that they both told you?
Honestly, to be honest, like most of the schools pretty much told me the same thing, with, what I need to do to get better. But I think with both of them, it was just their enthusiasm, with, wanting to get me better and wanting to get me on campus and, that kind of thing. It was just a little bit different than most of the other schools that I talked to.
So showing up with all the enthusiasm coming on campus here, I'm pretty sure you know it. And I would imagine that you can feel it. How comfortable are you with the pretty much target you guys are going to have when you're back this year, knowing what is most likely expected out of you, out of this fan base, and kind of around the nation with the amount of guys you have coming in and the amount of guys you have coming back to this team?
I'm fired up. I'm ready to work, most of all. We're not just, going to, play the season, go 56-0 and just get handed a trophy at the end of the year. So I'm excited for working every day with all those boys and getting better with them. When we get into the season, going through the ups and downs of it, and hopefully helping to lead the team through that. And in the end of the year, I want to be holding a trophy in Omaha. You
got to play with Dylan and Trey with Team USA. So is that important to you? How important was that to be able to kind of build a relationship with some of your future teammates? You weren't teammates at the time, but to be able to have a little bit of experience playing with them, knowing them, becoming friends with them, because obviously going to a new place, not knowing guys can kind of be a little bit different. There's kind of an adjustment period. Having some experience with these guys has got to help a little bit, right?
Yeah, it was valuable. Just talking to them, picking their brains a little bit about Jay and the LSU program. To be honest, I didn't talk to them a ton, about the nitty gritty of LSU compared to other schools, just because if I had done that with every kid that was out there, it would have taken a lot of time. And I was trying to enjoy the experience for what it was rather than a recruiting opportunity. But it was cool to be able to get to know them a little bit.
When did you know that you were going to come to LSU? I know obviously there's a lot of teams that were probably, trying to get you to commit to their school, sign with their school, and, very, highly sought after, as you should be. When did you know, you said, you know what, LSU is a spot that I'm going to
go? So I came on my visit, and I had one more visit after, and it was like, going into the next visit, I was pretty sure that, LSU was going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, love that.
And so I wanted to keep an open mind going into that visit, but I kind of knew that I could definitely see myself at LSU, and it would be, pretty tough to go somewhere else after visiting.
When are you getting on campus?
I come out the 18th.
Okay, so pretty much right before school start. When does school start?
The 22nd.
22nd, so right before
Yep.
school. Are you a football?
major?
Are you a No, who cares about his major? He's playing major in baseball. Who? Are you a football fan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did it again. Don't do that.
My bad.
Don't do that to me. What are you?
You should be saying yes, sir, to him. He works
Yeah,
for your
yes,
country. Sir.
Have you?
Salute
You're
him.
sir in this one.
Have you? Are you looking forward to coming and experience the LSU football atmosphere? Obviously, you're going to come in the fall, and it's going to be baseball, and that's what you're here to do. But you get to experience something that I think is very rare for a lot of people who haven't been in this area of football, is to be able to experience LSU football, and especially on a time where there's a lot of hype. Are you excited to experience that and everything else that comes with Louisiana?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on the West Coast. I had never been to a college football game until probably about my junior year, just because there's not a lot of college football teams around here that are very good.
Right.
And so I think the first one I went to was, the first one I went to was when Air Force played, San Diego State. But it'll be a little bit different to see the LSU fan base come out as, compared to the 20,000 people that come out to the Air Force games.
Yeah, you remember that first game. You won't remember this one.
Yeah, you'll definitely. Oh yeah, you may not remember. I don't know, maybe.
This is very respectfully. You just know.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So you're a two-way guy, right? And I think that's kind of the new. I don't want to say the new trend, but like it's more accepted now to be able to do both, be able to pitch and hit. You caught when you're at Air Force and you were a starter. When you're here, are you going to be on the mound and DH or play a different position, or are you going to still try to dabble behind the dish a little bit?
I'm going to probably play first, and then Jay mentioned corner outfield, so
Hey,
we'll see about that.
Save the
I'll come
knees.
out
Never
there
done
with
that
you. Maybe
before,
I'll be
so.
training for
those
something.
knees will be a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're not going to be
treatment.
sore. Did you like catching? Did you like calling the game? Did you kind of have a different perspective because you were a pitcher as well?
Yeah, it was really fun for me. We got to call our own game at Air Force. But,
Oh, really? That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, so that was really valuable for me just because I could, work with the pitching staff for one, but also get into the hitter's head and, know what pitch he's sitting on and that kind of thing in certain counts. So that was really cool for me. And then, the typical stuff like stealing strikes and
Yeah, no doubt.
throwing out runners and that kind of thing.
Yeah, the
that was
savvy
cool.
part of the game.
How much is being able to catch and play and like hit helped you on the mound? Because I've run into a lot of guys who understand just how hard it is to hit after they get up there and do it for a good amount of time, and it helps them to actually pound the zone and stay in the zone and attack hitters more on the mound. How much has that aspect kind of helped you a little bit?
When I was in high school, I mean, I had to work to get, I had to earn every bit of what I got in high school, and I didn't start out as a pitcher, so I was a hitter first and learned to move my body to hit the ball hard, basically. And I think that once I started pitching consistently, I think that really helped me. So I think it was super valuable.
Are you at Air Force right now? I'm looking at the colors of the wall and the ceiling, and it seems like you're in the barracks still. They're going to let you out, dude?
This is just my room.
Oh, so you never had a choice.
Right.
Do you have your pilot's license?
I don't. I've actually never flown a plane.
Have you jumped out of one?
Well, how tall are you?
No. 6'7".
I was about to say you look
You
about
can't.
6'12"
I mean, you're too
right here.
tall to be a pilot,
So
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the case?
I mean, I've been in the back seat of a couple jets and got to go really fast and pull some G's and
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't comfortable, and I don't think I would want to be in the front seat of those jets, but
Yeah.
I'm with you,
I could
brother.
probably do something heavier. Yeah.
Damn, 6'7",
Goose.
sitting in one of the jets. Yeah, I don't
Have
think
you seen Top Gun?
Oh yeah, both of them.
I've seen it I've seen the new one like 3 times.
So good.
Awesome.
It's good.
It's great. I think it's better than the first one.
Do y'all play that all-22 football when y'all get out there?
No, that's
That was a Tom special.
You don't have that much fun. You don't get to have that much fun.
No. I mean, I don't even know what that game is. Like,
It's like that's not real life.
That's just a movie.
Oh man.
Damn, I was about to sign up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You would not get accepted. I can promise you that. Dude, I appreciate you coming on. We have a couple more questions. What?
What do you mean? I can get in. I've jumped out of a plane
There's
twice.
a few.
I don't think those are the requirements.
There's a few requirements that you're gonna need. I don't think you're gonna pass some of them.
Bring back the draft.
No. Couple more questions. We're gonna let you go. I appreciate you coming on. As far as taking your game to the next level, obviously your ultimate goal is to get to the big leagues and get drafted, get to the big leagues, and kind of reach that dream of yours. As far as reaching that dream, what are some of the things that you've kind of self-evaluated yourself, and scouts or coaches have told you, hey, these are some of the things that we want to kind of hone in and kind of make a little bit better so that you have the best opportunity to make it to the big leagues?
I think it's nice for me. That's kind of a loaded question because
true.
Pitching and hitting. So,
are you going to want to do both in pro ball?
I want to do it as long as I can.
Okay.
Basically until somebody says that I can't. So, I know I have some room to work on both sides this year. I think I probably am better right now at pitching, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to work to get better at hitting. So, I mean, right now, just, strike out less, walk more on when I'm hitting, and, pretty much the opposite of that.
I can feel I can feel that was coming to you, like, oh.
On the mound, you have obviously you have you're 6'7", you have a big arm. Do they say like, oh, you need to develop, like your slider needs to develop your slider a little bit more, develop a third pitch, or it's like, hey, you have everything, just continue to improve on everything you've got?
I think I'm getting a little bit of that or a little bit of both of that from, I talk to one person and they tell me one thing.
Right,
and,
for sure.
I talk to.
At the end of the day, it's
and
about
I think
you.
Just self-evaluating.
Yep.
I think I want to throw harder. I want to throw more strikes, and I want to develop a slider and have really good command over 3 pitches.
Can't get much better.
I think it's pretty simple.
You said you had to work for everything you got. You had to develop into this. When did you make that next jump in your career, in your pitching career, hitting career, whatever it was first, to say, oh shit, like, I think I got something a little special here. Like, you went to Air Force, like it took you a little while, and then you got there. Like, when did the light turn on, and when did you make that jump?
I think it was a long process. I think I started making the jump probably between my sophomore and junior years of high school, and just kept, developing through my freshman year, and even this past year at Air Force. I really think it's been a kind of a constant, journey for me.
So being a bigger guy, a taller guy, you usually find those guys take a little longer to kind of be able to coordinate the things that, being able to put things together coordination wise, if you will, just because you guys got so much to move, right?
Yeah.
Being a bigger guy, how has that maturation for you come along and being able to productively move your body the best you can?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, with the hitting helping me learn how to pitch, I think that was a really big deal for me because, again, like I grew a lot, over a couple of years, probably my sophomore, junior year, and just working on hitting helped my body learn how to move, and then that translated over to the pitching mound. Because when I first started hitting balls really hard and really far, I wasn't throwing very hard. And that kind of just came as I, did it more and more.
Were you a multi-sport guy? Or did you just play baseball?
Just baseball.
Wow, they didn't make you play basketball?
Wait, how much did you grow?
No.
Jeez.
I don't know. I was probably 6'1" after my freshman year, and
wait, freshman year of college or freshman year of high school?
High school.
Good night.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wish I grew 6 inches in college. Go ahead.
Wait,
question.
Last question for me. Are you going to keep that same haircut? Because, now you're in Baton Rouge, you can kind of let that thing loose. The big mullet culture down here, so
No,
feel
just
free.
from you. You're the only one. Trey Morgan. Dylan Cruz has it. I forgot.
Jordan
and
Thompson.
Trey's got his.
Thompson buzzed it.
He buzzed it, but he had it. I'm saying they're big, you feel free to let that thing hang.
Get some lettuce.
Yeah, I actually got a haircut yesterday. I can't.
Boom.
I can't
See?
let it go
He likes
super
it.
long.
It's ingrained in his culture. I'll get you. I'll break you. Don't worry.
High and tight. Tiki ball.
Paul, dude, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you taking the time. We're on all the time. We're huge baseball guys, obviously.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes technology's a bitch. But looking forward to watching you progress at LSU. Looking forward to you getting on campus. And hopefully when you get to
Looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, looking forward to meeting you in person. Hopefully when you get on campus, you can come in studio and we can kind of cut up, and especially the closer the baseball season gets here. So I appreciate it, dude. Take it easy. Have safe travels coming out to Baton Rouge, and good luck.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Avoid D. Jacobson.
So random.
It's a don't listen to him.
I mean, goodness.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Toodles.
Did you hang up yet?
It's up to him.
How do I?
I think I could. There he goes. Yes.